Why does speaking make listening? In doing online language exchange, we can uh, practice speaking with the language partners who can speak the language as a native language or mother tongue. That is a benefit. So, and then it's opportunity to speaking each other. And then I can teach Korean, my language partner teach Vietnamese, then share each other. So, and then when we focus on speaking and listening, this is a good way to improve pronunciation as well. Let's talk about speaking. And then when we speak and somebody listen or no listen, we can practice speaking alone. But the reason why we speak and foreign languages is to uh, communicate with the other peoples who speak the language. So, and then when we travel the country, working and at the country, and then we should speak the language. So, and meeting a language partner is very important. Nowadays, there's some reason, and for example, many Vietnamese people try to learn uh, Korean language. And also some Koreans try to learn the Vietnamese language. 200,000 people Korean people live in Vietnam. And also many people live in Korea and work here, and same situation. Also. And also, we should know that one thing is um, learning Vietnamese is very important. So the reason and the opportunity uh, to meet language partners not difficult. So, and then when we choose foreign language, if the language, some people are interested in learning Korean, who speak the language, then we can meet language partners. So, and we can meet the language partners, and then we can talk to online language exchange. Doing online language exchange is not difficult with AI, and we can try to do that. And then let's see. And um, when we speak, yeah, we focus on speaking in English. Um, when we focus on speaking, when we focus on speaking, when we focus on speaking foreign languages, at the time we're speaking is just like give and take or request and support. Then and when we speak and question and answer and someone listen and then someone speaking. Speaking is in normal life. Speaking is not um, prepared. Speaking is just at the moment, at the situation, we just speak. And then we meet somebody, we just say hello. And then in normal life, we speak that situation when we don't prepare what to speak. We just meet and then we speak each other about daily life, about some news, and then or the hobbies. And just like speaking is similarly and uh, not prepared. So, and uh, others as well, other people also speak something new or and then the common speaking is repeated as well. For example, greeting or asking something, just like small talks, like daily talk or talking about work, talking about hobbies, or when we study about something and we pattern is the same. Only the topic will be changed. So, and then speaking and the pattern. So most of people do like this. And then it means when we speak and then we can listen to something not prepared, then and without listening, it's not easy to speak. So and then meaning speaking is listening. So and then uh, the more we speak, the more we listen, and that is the truth. So and then without listening, and even we try to speak more, and then uh, cannot speak more because when we speak and about something, and then others don't understand what we say and don't can listen. So the practice speaking is very important as well. Let them understood in speaking our speakings. So and listening is also important because without listening, and we can keep going on speaking. That's a relation. It's like speaking is give and take. It's like play the ping pong or play tennis, and then give and take. And speaking, listening. And listening means someone other part is speaking. So speaking and speaking, speaking and speaking, or listening and listening, listening and listening. This is a situation. So, for example, I try to improve speaking, and then with the language partners and friends, someone who leave the country in the town, and I try to send voice messages to improve my speaking skills. And sometimes my friends send me voice message as well. At the moment, I frustrated, but it's a good chance because I cannot listen to any word sometimes, any word, even the 5 second words, 5 second voice message have three sentences. So and then I cannot catch up then. But nowadays I can use the AI or some instrument. So I try to understand that what my friends say in voice messaging. So, and then I can catch up with them. These efforts are very important because these efforts we can make some stories and then in voice and focus on speaking. And by doing that, and then getting more chance to speak, and then getting more chance to listening, uh, as we know, and then when we study, we use the text or words or text, and then text message is very clear. And then even when we don't know about the word sentence and stories, we can translate that. And also though we can read that, and then we believe we know that the word the sentence, but not really. Only is what we know about written language, text, and then not the sound. So, and just like I'm talking in English for making program this, and then now without um, preparation, I just thinking and talking, And then, but my talking in English is not like the native speakers. And then, so, and then I try to keep practice. 여보세요? 이제 좀 소강 상태인데, 아까 바람 좀 불고 그랬는데, 뭐 오늘 밤까지는 아마 계속 불 거야. 그럼 내일 아침엔 괜찮아지고. 응, 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 응. 쏟아져? 여기도 비슷해. 여기도 비슷해. 응, 응. 그래. 내일 와. 조심해서 와. 응, 응. Then, okay. We can try to some less speaking is listening and can try to practice use about it. Okay, so why does speaking make listening? So speaking means listening. So and then we need to, what I want to say is we need to focus on listening. Listening is not easy uh, in learning foreign languages when we can catch up with the speed or rhythm or sound, intonation, all of the things. And then, but normally the speakers are very wide, and then, so we don't have to catch up with the listen all the words. Just normally common words. If we understand about more than 50%, then we can communicate with it because there's a reason why. And then when we ask something, and then if we don't understand some words from the native speaker, then we can ask if we listen more than 50% in communication, we can communicate because we can ask about what we don't know and we can remember. That is communication when we mostly speaking or conversation and learning something from others, and then that is communication, and then we check out what we don't understand. Then we ask that, and but the point is how much we understand by listening to them. That is the point. I just talk about here and go and then about the topic as speaking and listening. Anyway, so in English, I would like to talk about speaking is very important. So, and then if I want to speak English, foreign language, Vietnamese, then I should listen to. I should listen to that. And I copy with the 4 pages contents. And this time I speak here and go. I have no idea. But the one thing is very easy. Then I can make with the AI. Even though my content is here and go, I can get a good content from AI. Make contents of speaking makes listening. Why when we speak and we should listen after proofreading with in English, make content of speaking makes listening. In learning foreign languages, when we want to speak, we should listen to others in learning foreign language after proofreading with. Okay? I can get a contents from this, and then AI did a good report. Even I make here and go contents, and then AI AI are good standard reports. And for example, this topic is very common in learning foreign languages. So, and then AI gives good contents. So, I can copy with this. I can review about my talking with a good version of contents. So this contents, I related with this contents by doing that, and then yeah. Uh, Here is a clear, proofread and organized version of your content in English. I've structured it like a short article or blog post titled Why Speaking Makes Listening and How to Learn a Whole Language Through Conversation. Why speaking makes listening, learning a language through conversation. When we learn a foreign language, we often focus on grammar and vocabulary, but in reality, speaking and listening are deeply connected, and one strengthens the other. If you want to improve your speaking, you need to listen. And when you speak, you automatically become more aware of how others speak and how the language actually sounds. In other words, speaking makes listening more active and meaningful. Speaking and listening are two-way street. Language is not just about producing sound or memorizing phrases. It's about communication, a two-way exchange. When we speak, we expect someone to listen and respond. And when we listen, we prepare ourselves to respond in turn. That's why doing language exchange with a native speaker is so valuable. For example, if I teach Korean to my language partner and they help me with their native language, such as English or Vietnamese. We both go this back and forth makes and the learning natural and useful. Real life conversation are scripted. In real life situation, we rarely prepare what to say in advance. We greet people, share small talk, and discuss hobby or talk about daily life, or spontaneously. Uh, okay. Yeah. Or spontaneously, this natural speaking practice helps us get used to the rhythm and the speed of the language, learn useful common expressions, build the competence in communicating. Even if conversation repeat themselves like greeting or a simple question, the topic may change, and that helps us become more flexible with the language. And the truth, without listening and speaking is empty. It's impossible to become a good speaker without being a good listener. Listening gives us the input we needed to form our own sentences. We learn pronunciation, tone, vocabulary, and structure, all from hearing others speak. You can try to speak a lot, but if you don't understand how native speakers um, speak, and it's difficult to improve. The more you listen, the more natural your speaking becomes. Think of it like a ping pong or tennis. You hit speed and then you wait for the turn, listen. Give and take is the essence of communication. Voice messages and real practice. One way I practice is by sending voice messages to language partners. Sometimes I receive voice replies that are hard to understand at first, but that's part of the process. Even if I don't catch everything, I try to understand using tools like AI, translation app, or simply listening again. Over time, I can understand more and respond better. This shows how real effort in speaking and listening brings real improvement. Why focus on listening? Listening is often hard skill when learning a foreign language. Native speakers talk fast, use slang, and speak in different accents, but you don't need to understand 100%. If you understand just the 50%, that's enough to keep our conversation going. You can always ask questions, request clarification, repeat what you understood. That's a real communication. Conclusion, speak to listen, listen to speak. If we focus only on reading or writing, we might understand a language on paper, but still feel lost in conversation. Listening and speaking are living skills. So don't be afraid to speak, even if it's not perfect. Speak to improve your listening, listen to improve your speaking, and enjoy the natural process of learning by going one conversation at a time. Okay, highlighted the new content from AI. The new content from AI is awesome. That is good.